Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the data. What is the data? And after that we will discuss what are the data sources, how we collect the data, and after that we will discuss what are the data types we use in machine learning. So let's start. Data is a collection of information such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, or just description of things. Let me explain by one example here. Let's government want to develop some metro cities. So for that they hired many survey team and asked them, please collect all the information of all those metro cities. You are a part of those survey team and your manager asks you to please go that particular XYZ city and collect all the information. So what you will do, you will go to that particular city and collect all the informations like how many roads are there, how many cinema halls are there, how many shopping complex are there, what is the network connectivity, how many data providers are there, how many peoples are there, what type of the climate that particular city has, and some other different type of the information you will collect. So how you will collect those informations? Whatever the informations you will collect, you will write all those informations in the form of notebook or in the form of your some digital contents, like you will write those things in your laptop, in your mobile. So all those things are called as a data. So now come to the second point, what are the data sources? There are two types of the data sources we have. First one is the primary data sources, all those data sources which is collected by first hand. So there are some examples, like in interview we collect all the data, that is also called as a primary data. In observations, in questionnaire like whenever you go to mall and shopping complex, you can see there are some guys, they used to provide some like questionnaire or some checklist and ask, sir or ma'am, can you please write feedback on this form? So in this way you are going to provide the feedback of that particular XYZ company, and those all are called as a primary data source. And after that, group discussion, like let's you want to discuss something in a group, there is something issue has come up yesterday in your organization and your manager asks you to please set up a meeting so that they can discuss on that. So by doing that, you will discuss that particular issue in that particular meeting and you will write all those things in the form of minutes of meeting. So those also called as a data, that is called as a primary data source. Last one is a case study. Case study means you are working in a pharma domain company or in a medicine domain company. So what you will do, any new disease come into this world, your company will ask you, can you please work on this particular disease, try to find out the root cause. So what you will do, you will work on that and try to collect all the informations and try to note down those things. That is also called as a primary data source. Second one is the secondary data sources. What is the secondary data source? Secondary data source is that which has already been collected and available from other sources, like previous research papers. You are working some XYZ research and you have some issue. So what you will do, you will try to find out that particular issue in the previous research paper. So in that way you are getting the information which has already been written by some other researchers. So in this way, that is called as a secondary data source. Diary, like somebody has written a diary and you are trying to collect all the information that particular diary, so that is also called as a secondary data source. Like letters, same way web information, like, and the census data. So those are all called as a secondary data source. Now we will discuss the data type. There are two types of the data we use in machine learning. First one is the quantitative data, that is also called as a numerical variable or a numerical data. Second one is the qualitative data, that is also called as a categorical variable or a categorical data. If we talk about the quantitative data, so quantitative data is the type of data whose value is measured in the form of number. in the form of number or count, which is unique numerical value associated with each data set. We can also say that all the numeric data which can be written in the form of 0, 1, 2, 1.2, 1.3, anything, all the numeric data is also called as a quantitative data. In a layman language we can say that. There are two types of the quantitative data we have. One is discrete, second one is your continuous. So what is discrete? Discrete data take on counting number like 1 to 10 or 1 to infinity. We will discuss later what is the discrete. And continuous is can take any certain range like 1 to 10. So it can take any value like 1 to 1.2, 1.3, 1.22. So any value they can take. So these are the some examples of discrete and continuous data. Discrete data can only take one certain individual value, like number of pages in a book. Let's, if I will ask you what are the pages in this particular book, so you will say that 2 or 5 or 50 or 350. You will not say that 2.5 or 2.6. These are the whole numbers we have. So these are the discrete data. Like shoe size, shoe size could be like 2.5, 6.5, like 7, 7.5. This is basically a number, not in between. This is a complete number. We cannot say that this is a 2.555, 2.6. This would be a complete range which can be visible, like 2, 5, 6, 6.5. There 6.6 could be, but we cannot say that in any value in between, like 6.55, 6. This is called as a discrete data. This is the race. In the race there are some people which is running on that particular. So how many people are there currently? There are 2 people we have, individual. This is a certain value. So like there could be like 5 peoples or 10 peoples or 15 peoples in this particular race. This is a certain value, not any a continuous value. Now come to the continuous value. Continuous value are those value which can take any value between a range, between 1 or 2. It could be like 1.111, 1.112, 1.3, 1.32, 1.35, any value, any range, infinite value can becomes under the between 1 and 2. Like example, length of the films in a continuous, let's the film length. The film length could be like 2.5 meter, 2.555 meter, 2.53 meter. It could be any value in a certain range. If we can say that there is a range of the film is 6 to 8 meter. So the length of the film could be any value between 6 and 8. Temperature is a continuous variable. If I will ask you what is the temperature today, how will you measure? 27.3, and after some time 27.31, after some time 31.5. So it could be any value. Time taken to run a race is a continuous value. Let's, if I will ask you, can you please take the time taken by all the racer in a race, how will you calculate? The time could be like, you cannot like predict what would be the time. You can say that 1.2 second, like 1.255, 1.2 second, 1.2 second and 15 millisecond, 1.2 second and 16 millisecond, like 16, like 167 millisecond. So it could be any value between a range. This is called as a continuous data. Now we will discuss the second type of the data, that is called as a qualitative data, or we can say the categorical data. Those data which can be described in the form of quality and characteristics. Like if we talk about the male or female, so that describes some characteristics. Like, so same way we can define that whether today the rainfall will happen or not, yes or no. So those type of the data is called as a categorical data. In most of the cases you will observe that all the categorical or qualitative data can be written in the form of text data. in most of the time, around 90% cases, you can see that these data will be in the form of text data. But there are some cases where some numerical data are treated in the form of categorical data. Like I give you one example, like pin code. Okay, so each city has a unique pin code. So this unique pin code will be treated as a categorical data. Categorical data are two types. First one is your nominal data. All those categorical data which can be unordered. It means we cannot order the data, like gender. Gender has two types, males or female. So we cannot order the male will come first or female will come first. Same eye color. What are the eye colors we have, like black, brown, blue? If I will ask you, can you please sort this black eye color, brown eye color, blue eye color? So can you please sort this particular column value? You will not be able to do, because there is no any mechanism or any value by which we can sort these particular things. And third one is your smoker or non-smoker. So we can also cannot sort the smoker or non-smoker, or we can like make some order things like the smoker will come first or the non-smoker will come first. So we cannot order those things. And the second categorical variable is called as a ordinal data. So all those categorical data which can be ordered, like population type. If we have a column, and in this column we have like city. Here we have lower class, middle class, upper class. In the second city 2, we have middle class, lower class. So we can order those value. We can make some arrangement that upper class will come first, then middle class, then lower class. So the order will be like this, or it could be like middle class, upper class, like lower class, middle class, then upper class. Same way here, if we want to provide some order, so middle class can become first, then lower class, or lower class can become first or middle class. So all those categorical data which can be ordered. Same way we can say that the educational level. So education level, high school will come first, then 12th, then graduation, then master, then PhD. So we can order all those things. Same way satisfaction level. If we want to take some feedback from some customer, so those feedback can be ordered. So feedback would be good, or feedback could be good, feedback could be not good, feedback could be very good, feedback could be very much good. So we can all those things in an order. So these are called as a categorical data we use in machine learning. So you will mostly find these two type of the data, categorical and numerical data, in machine learning. So we will discuss in more details whenever we will discuss the machine learning algorithm. Then you will get more details about that. I hope you will like my video. Thanks for watching my channel. I hope you will subscribe my channel. Thanks to all. Have a nice day.